Okay, so for lesson 6, and of our chapter 2, impact of belief system. Yan, so we have different religion. So pwede naman kayo mag-search kung ano-ano yung mga religion na yung ano nila, yung mga nakagawian nila ay may effect din sa business ethics. So for example, business ethics for the Christians, yan. In Christianity, the basis of theology is the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Christian in commerce should not desire to get another's good or labor for less than it is worth. Ayan. So one must try not to obtain a good price for his own wares and exploitation. If one is buying from the poor, charity must be exercised as well as justice. And then the buyer must pay the full price that the goods are worth to him. Moreover, the buyer shouldn't admit suffering of the vendor because he cannot stand out for his price. But the vendor should not offer a loan or persuade someone else to do so. So yon sa Christian, ayan, dapat hindi tayo bumibili or sobrang nagtatawad tayo sa mga vendors. Dapat kung ano yung totoong value ng isang bagay, tatapatan natin yon. Hindi natin pwedeng tawaran yun hanggang sa malugi yung mga vendors. And parang kung bumibili naman tayo sa mga poor, ayan, and then dapat i-exercise natin yung charity. So, pwede tayong magbigay ng mga tip, yan, or dagdagan natin yung presyo para makatulong tayo sa kanila. Since nag-work naman sila, so dapat bigyan natin sila ng dagdag panakita kasi pinaghihirapan naman nila yun. Hindi naman sila namamalimos. Ayan. And also, pag ang mga buyers naman ay hirapang bumili or i-avail yung mga product, hindi natin dapat sila pinipersuade na pwede itong hulugan, pwede itong installment. Ayan. Kasi baka maaring mahirapan pa sila or mababaon pa sila sa utang. In Jewish business ethics naman, Judaism, which relies on the Torah for its written law, has had a great impact on marketing and business ideology. Jewish culture, values, and ideas have penetrated into many aspects of modern life, including modern market. And some points examined in this paper include honest on the market, fair pricing, and business relations. So honesty in the market, merchants are prohibited from falsifying weights and measures, owning a dishonest weight by the Torah. So yun nga, syempre pag ito yung mga sa mga talita pa, di ba? Ayan, pag bumibili tayo ng per kilo na meat, ayan, hindi dapat natin siya dinuduga yung weighing scale natin. Dapat kung ano talaga yung weight nung binili ng mga buyer, yun dapat yung ibebenta natin. Okay? Fair pricing, if you sell something to your neighbor or buy something from your neighbor's hand, you shall not cheat each other. Similarly, if individual is unaware of true value of an item and wishes to sell it, one must not take advantage of the seller's ignorance and underpay. Price stability is the great concern of to the Talmud. So yun nga, pag nagbebenta tayo and then hindi naman alam talaga ng bibili yung totoong presyo no, hindi dapat natin sila dinuduga. So dapat kung ano yung totoong value ng item na binibili natin, na binebenta natin, papatungan lang natin yun ng justified na markup price. Yun. And as well as kunyari merong nagbebenta ng isang bagay, wala rin siyang idea kung ano ba yung totoong value nun. Ayun, syempre ikaw as a buyer, lalo na pag maliit yung pagpepresyo niya doon, maging honest tayo. So sabihin natin sa kanya yung totoong presyo nung binibenta niya. Huwag natin silang dudugain. Next is business relations. Employer are required to pay employees on time. Indeed, business ethics occupies such an important place in Jewish laws, culture, and tradition that the Talmud has as the very first question to an individual at the final judgment. Were you honest in your business dealings? Ayan, syempre pag as an employer or company, dapat on time tayong magpasweldo. And then kung ano talaga yung dapat nilang ma-receive na sweldo, yun yung ibibigay natin. So, kunyari ngayon, kung i-apply natin siya ngayon, kung ano yung pinaka minimum na sweldo dapat ng mga employees natin, ibigay natin sa kanila. Kahit ano pang work yan, dapat kung ano yung minimum wage na dineclare ng government, ayan, or ng DOLE, ayun yung ibigay natin sa kanila. Huwag natin samantalahin na porke hindi sila nakatapos or kailangan kasi talaga na lang ng work. Huwag natin sila sasamantalahin. Okay? Kasi pag namatay tayo and then patulungin tayo ni Lord or ng San Pedro, ayan, naging honest ba tayo sa business natin, business dealings natin. Next is the Muslim business ethics. For Islam, the basis of these laws is the Quran. Yan. Islamic teachings strongly stress on observance of ethical and moral code in human behavior. Muslim ethics include avoidance of people's exploitation through lending them money at interest and prohibition against false advertising. Under Islamic laws, if a vendor sells an item by making false claims about it, customer has the right to have transaction canceled. So yun, para sa mga Muslim naman, ayan, dapat hindi sila nagpo-post ng mga false advertisement or nagbibigay ng false hope sa mga customer nila. So kung ano talaga yung service at product na ino-offer nila at yung mga special features nun, yung mga functions nun, huwag natin siyang ipa-falsify or dadagdagan para mas ma-enganyo yung mga buyers na bumili. So hindi naman pagmamarket yun. So parang panloloko yun. So pag sa marketing naman, ayun, gamitin natin yung skills natin sa marketing in a good way or yung totoong pagbamarket talaga. Yung iba kasi panloloko na yung ginagawa, wag ganun. Okay, so pag nangyari yun at nalaman ng customer, meron silang rights para i-cancel yung transaction or bawiin yung pera nila. And also, pwede din naman silang kasuhan din dahil sa pag-falsify nila ng information. Ayun, alam ko merong mga laws na pwedeng kasuhan ng mga buyers yung companies na nag-falsify ng information. Ayan. So, minsan pa nga sa mga tag price minsan mali yung nalalagay ng mga company na tag price. Ayan, kung gano'n, nalagay nila dito buy one take one, tapos pagdating nila sa counter, hindi pala siya buy one take one. So kung ano nilagay nila sa tag price, kahit in reality, hindi talaga siya buy one take one, magiging buy one take one siya. Kasi ayun yung nilagay nila doon sa item. Okay, so rights ng customer yun. Mabibili niya yun ng buy one take one. Kasi ayun yung nilagay. Kahit sabihin nagkamali yung mga sales lady na maglagay ng buy one take one. Next is Buddhist business ethics. So, sa Buddhist, business code and the professional ethics are closely tied with respect for environment. Essentially, according to Buddhist teachings, ethical and moral principles are run by examining a certain action which has to avoid any harm. Therefore, some Buddhist texts emphasize the role of enlightenment, one of the elements which prohibits occupation associated with violence, such as arms dealings. So yun, siguro ma-apply natin to sa mga nag-work as nag-a-assist sa bahay or yung mga nannies, yung ganyan. Dapat hindi natin sila sinasaktan. Ayan. Hindi naman siguro porque binabayaran natin sila, pwede na natin silang saktan. So, i-avoid natin yung violence. Okay, so next naman, we have the Filipino value system. So, yun, nabili na ako na pwede natin i-apply sa workplace. So, ito yung mga Filipino value system or Filipino culture work culture. So let's proceed to navigating the Filipino culture. So next, first is the warmth and friendliness. Yan. Smiling is the way of saying hello. And a firm handshake is often followed by how are you? Yan. So minsan sa sobrang friendly ng mga Pilipino. Ayan. So pag may papasok sa office, ayan, mag-hello tayo and then mag-smile and then kakamustahin natin sila, ganun. Ganun ka-friendly ang mga Pinoy. And then next is syempre ito. Dito nakilala ang mga Pilipino. Hospitality. Newcomers and expats are warmly welcomed at work. Invited for a meal or drink after office hours, toured around the city or town, introduced to other colleagues. So, ito, nakagawin na ito ng mga Pilipino, yan, especially sa mga foreigners, medyo, talaga tayo, nag-warm welcome talaga tayo sa mga bago. And then, pag sa company naman, ayan, pag may mga bago talaga, pag may mga new hire, automatic yan, kakain kayo sa first day nila. Ayan, i-welcome kayo, tapos ipapakilala siya sa lahat ng mga colleagues. Yan. Unique communication style. English is the second language of the Philippines. We all know. Ayan. So, kahit ano pang work yan, nakakaintindi ng English ang mga Pilipino. Respect to seniors is commonly shown by using ma'am, sir, miss, mister, as well as po and opo. So kasi sa ibang bansa kasi, ina-address nila yung mga seniors nila or top management sa pangalan lang. Yan. Pag sa mga nasa local company ka at mga Filipino yung may-ari, yan, gumagamit talaga tayo ng ma'am, sir, miss, and mister. Filipinos don't want to appear confrontational and troublesome. They keep their reservation to themselves. So pag may mga issues sa isang company, tahimik lang tayo. Ewan ko, pero hindi talaga confrontational ang mga Filipino. Ayan, parang kinikimkim na lang nila and then mag-move on. Yan. Deep sense of camaraderie and belonging. Colleagues are treated as family. Ayan, parang second family na natin yung mga colleagues natin. Yan. The body system is stronger, which benefits newcomers. So, normally, pag may mga newcomers, meron tayong mga body system. Ayan, yung body system. Meaning, pag may mga bago, meron siyang kabady, which is, yun yung tatanungan niya kung meron man siyang ginaiintindihan, or kung naliligaw siya sa isang company. Ang pwede niyang tanungin ito kung saan, yun, meron siyang malalapitan. Yan, may ina-assign na tayo sa kanyang kabady niya. Helping colleagues going through a tough time at work is normal. Yeah. And then their loyalty can make them strong ambassador of the business. Next is the generosity. They often hand out small trinkets or pasalubong from trips. Ayan, normal yan. Pag nagbakasyon ka, pag uwi mo, idala ka ng pasalubong para sa mga colleagues mo. Promotion and successful projects are celebrated by treating colleagues. Ayan, pag merong mga success stories ang isang department, nagpapakain sila. Gift giving among employees during the holidays is common practice yan, especially pag Christmas. Ayan, may sarili silang exchange ng gifts, monita-monito. Yan. Then potluck is popular because Filipino employees love to eat. So pag may mga celebration, normally, meron tayong naka-assign na food na kung anong dadalhin natin. Commendable hard work. They're okay with working beyond business hours if it adds value to their work. Creative and resourceful, offering a hand to colleagues on a project is normal. So, yon, ang mga Pilipino ma-OT. Okay, so yon. Next naman ay ang business ethics. So, as you can see, meron tayong mga words na nakikita. For example, behavior, conduct, moral, philosophy, corporate, commitment, policies and responsibilities, principles and actions, rules, and liabilities natin. Ayan, rights, mga guide. Ayan, pasok yan sa business ethics. Okay, so for our lesson 8, we're going to discuss the code of ethics. So what is ethics? Ethics means moral principle that govern a person's or group's behavior, or Judo-Christian ethics. Ayan, yung mga sinusundin ng ethics na based din sa Bible. Ayan, and then moral code, morals, morality, values, right, wrongs, principle, ideas, standards of behavior, value system, virtues, dictates the conscience. And what else? Moral correctness of a specified conduct, especially ones relating to or affirming to a specific group, field, or form of conduct. Late Middle English, yan, from Old French ethic, from Latin ethics, from Greek, yan. So what is code of ethics? So code of ethics issued by a business is a particular kind of policy statement. So a proper framed code is in effect a form of legislation within a company binding to its employees with specific sanctions for violation of the code. If such sanctions are absent, the code is just list of pieties. The most severe sanction is usually dismissal unless a crime has been committed. Okay, so ayan, another meaning is the code of ethics is a guide of principles designed to help professional conduct, business honesty, and with integrity. A code of ethics document may outline the mission and values of the business or organization, how professionals are supposed to approach problems, and ethical principle based on the organization's core values and standard to which the professional is held. Yeah, so a code of ethics sets out an organization's ethical guidelines and best practice to follow for honesty, integrity, and professionalism. For members of the organization, violating the code of ethics can result in a sanction, including termination or dismissal, depends on the level of the violence or the violation. In some industry, including banking and finance, specific law govern business ethics. In other words, a code of ethics may voluntarily adopted. The main types of code of ethics include a compliance-based code of ethics, a value-based code of ethics, and a code of ethics among professionals. A focus on climate change has become an integral part of companies' codes of ethics detailing their commitment to sustainability. Yeah, so we have types of codes of ethics. So first is the compliance-based code of ethics. For all business laws regulate issues such as hiring and safety standards. Compliance-based codes not only set guidelines for conduct but also determine the penalties and violations. So yun, pwede natin pagbasihan din yung law. Kaya meron tayong mga safety and standards na dapat nating sundin. If not, meron ding mga penalties and violations yun. Value-based code of ethics, and addresses a company's core value system. It may outline standards of responsibility conduct as they relate to the larger public good and environment. Value-based ethical codes may require a greater degree of self-regulation than compliance-based codes. So code of ethics among professional, for example, financial advisors registered with the SEC or state regulators are bound by a code of ethics known as fiduciary duty. This is a legal requirement and also a code of loyalty that requires them to act in the best interest of their client. Yan. So for example, ito yung mga example ng Code of Ethics. Act with integrity, competence, diligence, respect, and in an ethical manner with the public, clients, prospective clients, employers, employees, colleagues in the investment professions, and other participants in the global capital markets. Place the integrity of the investment profession and interest of clients above their own personal interest. Use reasonable care and exercise independent professional judgment. Ibig sabihin, independent professional judgment. Walang bias, walang interest ng iba, or walang influence ng ibang bagay or ng ibang tao. When conducting investment analysis and making investment recommendation, taking investment actions and engaging in the professional activities. So for example, meron tayong dalawang clients, and then pag nag-invest yung isa dito, parang tutubo ka ng malaki. Tapos yung isa naman, pag gusto mag-invest dito, tutubo din naman ng ganun kaliit. Gusto mong i-recommend na lang yung isang investment para silang tumubo ng malaki, and then magkaroon ka ng malaking commission. Pero hindi naman yun nakakabuti para sa client, kasi iba yung type ng investment na naka-design para sa kanya. So dapat hindi ganun. So dapat kung ano yung fit para doon sa client, kung ano lang yung kailangan niya, at kung ano yung afford niya, wag natin pinitin. Kasi mag-suffer siya in the long run. Hindi naman niya kayang bayaran yun kung ganun kalaki, di ba? Ayun. May stop lang din yun. Kuwawa lang din sila. Practice and encourage others to practice in a professional and ethical manner that will reflect credit on themselves and the profession. Promote the integrity and viability of the global capital markets for the ultimate benefit of the society. Maintain and improve their professional competence and strive to maintain and improve the competence of other investment professional. So yun, pag nagre-recommend tayo ng mga investment, and then nagre-research tayo, and then nagde-decision tayo, hindi dapat siya hindi dapat siya bias or may influence ng ibang bagay, or kaya mo to pinipili kasi dito ka magkakaroon ng malaking komisyon at dito ka mas magbe-benefit, na hindi natin iniisip kung kaya ba itong bayaran ng customer natin, or ito ba talaga yung bagay para sa niya, sa health niya, sa financial niya, yan. Kasi baka hindi naman niya afford, pinipilit lang natin. So in the future, siya lang din yung mag-suffer. So dapat kung ano lang yung afford niya, tapos kung ano lang yung kailangan niya, yun ang yung ibigay natin. Okay, I think that's it for our chapter 2. Okay, thank you for listening.